Last night, I had a dream that I was a little girl. I lived in a small top-floor apartment. My bedroom had a door to a balcony that overlooked total darkness. No city below, nothing to see but darkness and a pale moon in the distance. My room was very small. I couldn't or wouldn't leave my bedroom. With nothing else to do, I laid down to sleep. Dreams inside of dreams. In this dream, I woke up in the same room, only now I could leave my bedroom. I entered a large room filled with more doors in a circle. No two doors were alike. I looked each door over before deciding on a pink door near the bottom of the circle. The room I entered was so bright. Strange, colorful shapes covered the ground. Each shape made a unique sound as I walked across. Eventually, I found a bicycle. Traveling across the expansive room was much faster by bike. I rode and rode in all different directions. I never turned around, but somehow I ended up back at the bike. I hadn't thought about it until now, but how was the bike still there if I was riding it? I decided to try and turn around to look for the door again. This time I picked a door with blinking lights. This room was filled with neon-colored creatures. I tried, but none of them would speak to me. I found a parrot in this room. The parrot made me glow like the neon creatures, but I couldn't ride the bike while glowing. I wonder if that means anything. This room was like a maze. I ran in circles for what felt like hours. I eventually found my way back to the circle of doors. I picked a door with a big red circle on it. There were numbers all over the floors here. What could all these numbers mean? Was it some kind of code? Was there a pattern? Another door led me to a room filled with street lamps. There were so many lamps it was hard to get around them. I kept coming across the same area somehow. I found a street lamp that was shorter than the rest. When I touched it, I was taken to another room. It was as if the lamp were some kind of doorway. All that was in the room were the lamp, a tree, and a closet. When I opened the closet, I saw myself sleeping inside of it. Have you ever watched yourself sleeping inside of your own dream? It's rather unsettling. Back to the lamps I went. I found the door that led back to the numbers and biked through. Brown creatures that again wouldn't speak to me wandered here and there. I eventually found a new door. A room filled with lots of beds. Why was I dreaming about sleep in a dream that's inside of a dream? A woman with a bird face was standing nearby. She wouldn't talk to me either. I saw what looked like blood pouring out of the mouth of a face on the wall. This was another door. What was with all the doors in this dream? I've never been so afraid in a dream before in my life. The room I entered was just unsettling. The only thing that were there were more women with bird faces, closets, and a guillotine that looked like it was laughing. The first bird lady I had met didn't bother me. The ones in this room terrified me. I felt like they wanted to kill me. I biked as hard as I could. No matter which way I went, they were right there. I couldn't get away. They just kept chasing me. Where was the fucking door? I finally found the way out, inside one of the closets. At least I felt safe again. Did I mention that now I could turn my head into a lamp? I could even switch the light on and off. If I wanted to, I could be just ahead. It's so fucking weird. Back to the room of the doors I went once again. This time I picked a purple door with squares on it. Creatures with big, round, neon heads and what looks like a rake for one hand and a frowning face for the other stood in this room. I tried to talk to a floating cat head, but it turned me into a cat. Sleep, closets, and severed heads? What does it all mean? I found a room that made everything look staticky. I can only walk in certain places in this room. I made my way to the ladder and finally got out into an open area. The forest I entered looked so familiar. I found a house that seemed even more familiar. Only there were too many doors inside. Doors that led to more doors, that led to even more doors. I felt like I was going insane. Can you lose your mind while in a dream? I think I was pretty close. One final door led to a room with pyramids and a red demon. Again, I tried to talk to the demon. Not a word, but now I was a demon too. Finally, I was startled awake. Like when you dream of falling and wake up as you hit the ground. Have you ever felt like you had just landed on the bed when you wake up from that? Like you actually had been falling from somewhere? Never mind. I'm going back to sleep now. Maybe I can make my way back to the doors.